filibuster. House is passing the SAVE Act. The president would like the Senate to get rid of the filibuster. Some Republican senators would like to get rid of the filibuster. It's ironic because, of course, Democrats wanted to get rid of the filibuster to deal with their version of election reform. Here's the headline from Politico: Filibuster fight comes full circle as GOP faces internal pressure on elections bill. Larry, 0 meaning no chance to get rid of the filibuster to pass SAVE. 10 means they absolutely, ontological certitude, they get rid of it. Where are you on there getting rid of the filibuster?
As an optimist, I'm going to say between 6 and 7 right now. Leader Thune said that he doesn't have the votes to do that, but I haven't seen anybody step up and say, no, this is a bad idea, other than maybe Mitch McConnell.
Well, Murkowski.
And Murkowski.
All right, you say 6 or 7, they do it. And would they do it and they'd say it's a one-off, we're just going to do it for this one bill?
I think if they do it, I think they're going to do it and actually try to get a whole lot done here leading into the midterms. It could be their electoral strategy.
You're at 6 or 7 that they say no more legislative filibuster?
I do, because I think that there's a groundswell amongst the conservative commentariat. I think it's turned. The reality is, and there's starting to be pressure from the conservative commentariat class, talk radio hosts, podcasters, and they do carry a lot of weight, and some TV hosts that say, we know the Democrats will do this if they get into power. And, the latest polls that suggest that there may be room for the Democrats to find a way to take control of the Senate, that's accelerating this issue.
Larry, they're not going to get Murkowski. They're not going to get McConnell. They're not going to get Tillis. They're not going to get Collins.
Well, I don't know if you're not going to get Collins. She's in an election year, and this could help her, actually.
Kevin,
she's an institutionalist going for her sixth term.
Exactly. That's her brand. Kevin, I know you're lower than 6. Where are you?
I'm at 0.
I'm at 0. And it's 0.
I mean, you look at the Senate caucus, and again, speaking as a Democrat, but like Mike Lee is also the worst person to be kind of carrying this message forward. That people were pouring cold water on his presentation this past week with this Senate Republican lunch, and again, to Larry's point, and it's a good one. You have the talking class out there, and the radio hosts, and the conservative influencers, but that hits a stumbling block with the Senate. They're pretty immovable. You've got some personalities there. Maybe it works in the House, but you've got some crazy institutionalists that have no interest in doing it.
I agree.
The White House hasn't engaged. The White House really hasn't engaged in this thing yet. I'm old enough to remember when Pete Hegseth wasn't going to get the votes to be SecDef by all of those same people you just named. And when the White House engaged, I'm looking forward to my victory lap on this one.
The president has a better chance of getting the NFL kickoff rule changed than he does of abolishing the filibuster.
Oh, I'm counting on that too.